The 70th minute clock at Wembley, the 3-0 score towards MU and the confident mood of the Red Devil fans, all thought of a devastating victory by Erik ten Hag in the final against Man City. And then when the clock turns to 90 plus 5 minutes, the ratio is 3-3. The dreaded and frightened faces of MU players in the basement and on the podium are the images of Avram Glazer as a fool. Sir Jim Ratcliffe reveals his hot eyes. What the hell's going on at Wembley in a FA Cup semi-final, full of bullshit or a Red Devil comedy? Manchester United pulled a team in the Championship into the brainstorming series even though they led ahead with 3 goals apart. The moment Rasmus Højlund successfully took the decisive kick to bring the final victory, no Red Devil player ran to celebrate except Christian Eriksen, a scene that said it all. No one would be happy to win like this. Last night's bowling was the most memorable day in Coventry City's history when this little ball actually fought like warriors to almost reach the threshold of heaven. As for Manchester United, people are wondering what they're gonna get in the finals against Man City. In the 23rd minute, from Diogo Dalot's horizontal line, Coventry's goalkeeper caught the shortage in the sprint and again Scott McTominay appeared in the right place at the right time to buffer the ball into the blank grid. The MU fans didn't have to wait too long to see the second goal before the first round closed, and Harry doubled the Red Devils' distinction with a headshot. By the 59th minute, Bruno Fernandes was quick to beat Coventry, the Spanish midfielder who officially scored 140 goals for Man United. 3-0 for MU and the Manutians are breathing relief. There's no other force that can stop the Red Devils from winning. Even with a few fans hoping Ten Hag's team will have another goal party at Wembley. But no, if things go smoothly and calmly, it's not MU that people know. In the 71st minute, the comedy at Wembley started with Coventry shorting the score. Ellis Sims was comfortably in the circle without anyone. Exactly 8 minutes after the scores were 2-3. Callum O'Hare shot the ball from outside the ban. The ball hit Aaron Wan-Bissaka's back again and flew into the net in Andre Onana's powerlessness. Right now, the Red Devil fans are starting to feel really frightened. What happened at Wembley? Why on the pitch were suspicious faces of MU players despite leading up to 3 goals? And then the craziest thing happened in the 90 plus 5s, and then Wan-Bissaka let the ball touch the hand in the ban and the referee immediately pointed the hand and scored 11m without reference to VR. And Haji Wright made no mistake in balancing the score for Coventry. The two teams lead each other's hands and cheers were a scenario nobody can think of before the game takes place. Here, being reversed has had a huge impact on the mentality of Man United players. On the contrary, Coventry's spirit of elevation has also been pushed up. In the 120th minute, Onana's net vibrated after Coventry's neat counterattack, but VR entered the game and the goal was not recognized due to a defect. Finally, the lucky series arrived, not getting back from the dead after Coventry's missing goal. And Casemiro disappointed the Red Devils after the first shot. But fortunately, the worst scenario didn't happen, and all the other players were successful, while Coventry had 2 people making mistakes. Bruno Fernandes admitted Manchester United must do so much better after they squandered a 3-goal lead in their FA Cup semi-final against Coventry on Sunday before winning the penalty shootout. Fernandes told ITV, "We put ourselves in a difficult position and should have killed it earlier, but we didn't. We have to do so much better." Asked if beating rivals Manchester City in next month's FA Cup final, a repeat of last year's end-of-season showpiece, would signal success. The captain said the club will never be successful if we win only the FA Cup. The standard of this club is much higher than what we have been doing. We have to do better in the Premier League, the League Cup and in Europe, he added. Ten Hag and the students officially crossed the semi-finals after more than 120 minutes of dramatic play at Wembley, and what awaits this team in the final is the obsession with the name of Manchester City. If it continues as it is today, no one can assert that Man United will hold Man City, let alone a victory, to avoid a blank season. Coach Erik ten Hag will have to work with more than 200% of his strength from now until May 25. Only so that his seat at Old Trafford will hold up somewhat, at least in the near future.